Following the completion of the main load-bearing structure, the partition wall locations should be marked. Markings on the slab, the basic ceiling and the adjacent walls should be made with the help of a string line. The drywall partition system's framing will be formed with Knauf hot-dip galvanized steel profiles. Knauf UW tracks are to be used horizontally and the Knauf CW studs are to be used vertically to form the framing system. Knauf acoustical sealant or sealing tape should be applied on the back sides of the Knauf CW studs and UW tracks which are abutting the concrete structure to achieve the desired sound protection requirements. The Knauf UW tracks should be fixed to the structure with the help of Knauf nailable plugs or appropriate dowel types. The framing of the door openings must be reinforced by boxing the Knauf CW studs. The CW studs are to be installed vertically by splicing them to the UW tracks with a maximum stud spacing of 60 centimeters. The application of the Knauf gypsum board is very simple and easy. The board is cut from the desired section with the help of a utility knife and is then snapped. Once the board is snapped, the remaining paper on the back side should also be cut and removed. Before installing the Knauf gypsum boards, the square edges should be trimmed with the help of a beveler to form artificial tapered edges. The Knauf gypsum boards should be carried upright from both ends with the longer edge parallel to the floor. The gypsum boards should be prepared approximately 1.5 centimeters shorter than the partition wall height and fixed vertically to the CW studs by using Knauf drywall screws with a maximum of 25 centimeter screw spacing. Continuous joints on the door framing ledges should be avoided by using a single piece of board on the corners. Electrical and mechanical service lines, plumbing lines and sewage pipes can be easily hidden inside the partitions. Insulation materials such as rock wool, glass wool or polystyrene can be planted within the partition wall to increase the fire and sound rating of the overall partition system. Throughout the drywall partition system, Knauf gypsum boards should be fixed in a staggered manner. This staggered cladding should be applied by starting off with a pre-cut board of 60 centimeters in width and continuing with full-size boards. For multi-layered gypsum board applications, the joints of the sub-layers should be filled with a single layer of Knauf joint filler without any joint tapes to prevent fire and sound bridges. In multi-layer applications, the second and third layers must also be fixed in a staggered manner. Knauf's self-adhesive fiberglass or paper joint tapes should be applied at the inner corners and joints of the gypsum boards. The first coat of joint treatment should be made with Knauf ReadyFix with a width of 10 centimeters, embedding the Knauf joint tape. Exterior corners should be reinforced with corner beads for protection. All screw heads are to be covered with a coat of Knauf ReadyFix. After waiting for 2 hours, a second coat of joint treatment can be applied with Knauf ReadyFix to a width of 20 centimeters. Once the second coat of joint treatment is settled, a final very thin 30 centimeter coat of Knauf ReadyFix should be applied on the joints. When the final coat of Knauf ReadyFix is settled, the joint surfaces can be sanded for finishing the application. Final finishing with Knauf ReadyFix helps filling out any cavities located on the boards and reduces the paint consumption rate by providing a very smooth board surface. The Knauf partition systems are available in 1, 2 or 3 layered claddings according to the fire, sound and thermal rating requirements. Knauf W112 partition systems are formed by fixing 2 layers of Knauf gypsum boards on both sides of the metal framing. Knauf W113 partition systems are preferred when there are very high fire rating requirements, and they are formed by fixing 3 layers of Knauf gypsum boards on both sides of the metal framing. This partition system can achieve up to 3 hours of fire rating. Knauf W115 inter-apartment partition systems are preferred when there are very high sound protection requirements. These partition systems are formed by fixing 2 layers of Knauf CW stud framing on the Knauf UW tracks and applying Knauf sound insulation strips on the flanges of studs abutting each other. The system is completed by planting 2 layers of insulation material into the framing and fixing 2 layers of Knauf gypsum boards to both sides of the partition. Knauf W116 installation wall systems are ideal partition systems for concealing lavatory, plumbing and sewage lines in humid areas where service lines should ideally remain unseen. A gap is provided in the cavity for service lines. Double stud Knauf CW metal frames are fastened to each other and braced together by Knauf gypsum board strips. Knauf drywall partitions are extremely lightweight systems compared to alternative partition wall solutions. Their application is very fast, clean and easy. With the help of Knauf drywall partition systems, living area is increased by using smooth-surfaced, minimum space-consuming partitions. Along with its simple electrical and mechanical cabling installation and revision properties, Knauf drywall partition systems are the most cost-efficient solution for forming wall partitions.